Growing up, my dad and my granddad were my heroes, and I wanted to be just like them. They worked for Georgia Power, and whenever there was a big storm, they always took care of people and got the power back on. So one day I realized this is what we do. We take care of people and we keep the power on. They also taught me to always take care of your family, and I try to do that every day. Now I work for Georgia Power, and I know all our customers are depending on us to take care of their energy needs today and in the future. I'm helping to build a better, more reliable grid for everyone in Georgia. We're updating our equipment and investing in clean, renewable energy that everyone can depend on, even during a big storm. Just like my dad and granddad, taking care of people, kind of like heroes.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your lunch. We will now begin the celebration of the individuals that are making a splash in Forsyth County Schools. First, to our partners in education, thank you for providing countless opportunities for our students and staff, which allow us to provide an unparalleled education for all to succeed. If you are a partner in education making a splash in Forsyth County Schools, please stand so we may recognize you. All of our partners in education, please. As an extension of our Partners in Education program, the Forsyth County Education Foundation is here today adopting ducks to fund school grants. Please raise your hand if you do not have a phone on your person today. Okay, I know you all do. So please take it out, scan the QR code that is at your table so that you can support the Duck Dive for Education. With each $10 entry, you have a chance to win 10,000 bills. Get it? Bills? Okay, sorry, no good. You can boo. In addition to school grants, the foundation also provides student and staff scholarships and assistance to families in need. If you are a member of our Education Foundation Governing Board or a foundation sponsor, please stand so we can thank you for making a splash in Forsyth County Schools. Hey, Dersh, show them your bow tie, your duck bow tie. That's pretty cool right there. Are we selling those too? Okay, great, great. Another group making a splash is our parent guardian leaders who serve on local school councils, PTAs, and PTOs. I know our staff would agree that we are all very grateful for your support and engagement. If you are a parent, guardian leader, please stand so we may recognize you. And for those parents who did not just stand, we meant all of you, all parents, but anyway. So we're excited here today to have Forsyth County Schools employees from our 42 schools and 7 support facilities. We employ over 8,000 full-time, part-time, and substitute employees. We are the largest employer in Forsyth County. Will our 2023-24 Employee of the Month winners please stand so we may recognize you and all you do to make a splash for our students and communities. all of our Employee of the Months. Please stand. At this time, I'd like to invite my dear friend and certainly a champion of Forsyth County Schools, Mr. James McCoy, President and CEO of the Forsyth County Chamber. James? Clap for him.
Well, Jeff, thank you. And thank you for your incredible leadership. And, we wouldn't be where we are today without you. So thank you for your investment and your leadership in this community. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is James McCoy, and I'm President and CEO of the Forsyth County Chamber. So Dr. Bearden mentioned individuals we're celebrating today, but we're also here to celebrate the accomplishments of Forsyth County Schools. In 2023, Forsyth County Schools celebrated its 150th year of serving the children of our county. Forsyth County Schools' history started in 1873 when old field schools, log buildings with dirt floors built in cleared fields, were consolidated into one public district. And at that time, there were 1,456 total students in Forsyth County Schools. Today, Forsyth County Schools serves over 55,000 students, representing 129 countries, speaking 69 languages. And that is what I call making a splash. And this year, Forsyth County Schools had the highest SAT scores in Georgia, and among Metro Atlanta and large districts, the highest graduation rate at 96%, and the highest ACT scores. And I can tell you, that makes my job a heck of a lot easier, and thank you. The school district graduated over 4,000 students who earned over, this is incredible, $67 million in scholarships. Top that off with the Board of Education lowering the millage rate for taxpayers 3 full mills over the past 2 years, and you have a public education system that any community in this country would move heaven and earth to have. So let's give the leadership a big round of applause. This success is also because of a long tradition of great leadership, and the people here today, especially the partnerships between the chamber, the business community, and the schools. In 2023, your chamber continued to make workforce development a top priority. In partnership with our school system, we created the Director of Workforce Development position at the chamber. And I'm excited to continue to increase our partnership with Forsyth County Schools this year. In fact, last week, in partnership with Forsyth County Schools, Career, Technical, and Agricultural Education, or CTAE, as I learned, we hosted Trade Talks. And this is an event for high school students to learn about countless opportunities available in the trades after high school graduation. Students were able to explore internships and apprenticeships and learn more about the training and certifications required for many high-wage, in-demand careers. We had over 250 students attend and 40 local employers in attendance. We are also excited to continue the successful Launch Program, a career-ready training program, high school seniors, in partnership with Forsyth County Schools, CTAE. The Director of Workforce Development position addresses issues of labor availability and quality in our community. Amber Gaddis has assembled a remarkable program as our Head of Workforce Development to support Forsyth County's businesses in finding high-quality talent. And I want to make sure to introduce all of you to Amber. Amber, you are out there somewhere. Please raise your hand and let everybody know who you are. For those of you who are business owners, please seek her out today. I know every business, not just in Forsyth County, but around the country, are faced with huge issues of finding and keeping great talent, and that is what Amber does to help businesses. She should be able to help you very quickly. So the Forsyth County Chamber exists to ensure that we, everyone in our community, enjoy prosperity and economic growth for decades to come. We know businesses thrive when they invest in the community, and a primary path to that investment is to form partnerships with our schools. Among these community partnerships making a splash are today's sponsors, and I'd like to recognize those sponsors today. Today's title sponsor, as it has been for many years, Northside Hospital Forsyth. Our platinum sponsor is Georgia United Credit Union. Today's car that will be awarded to our district-wide Teacher of the Year is provided by our automotive sponsor, Andine Chevrolet. Our award sponsor, the University of North Georgia. The delicious lunch you enjoyed are compliments of our luncheon sponsor, Georgia Power. Your dang tasty dessert that hopefully you've already had by now is provided by Brandywine Printing. And our photo booth is compliments of Dental Partners of North Georgia. The website where the live stream of this celebration is being hosted is compliments of our website sponsor, MDSI. The program at your seat is provided by Power Marketing and Printing, and our table sponsor, Serenity Orthodontics, and our supporting sponsors, Car Shield, Central EMS, Bryan Properties, Sawney Cumming Optimist Club, Baudry Engraving, Dave Hardin State Farm Agency, MSSA PBK, and River Valley Ingredients. And I want to thank the business organizations who donated the gifts up here that you see for our Teachers of the Year, and those folks are listed in the program. And additionally, we're grateful to the community leaders who are joining us today. From the Forsyth County Board of Education, the Chair, Darla Light, Vice Chair, Mike Valdez, Lindsay Adams, Tom Cleveland, and Wes McCall. Thank you all very much for your leadership and your continued partnership. We're also joined by Commissioners Todd Levent and Laura Simonson, our County Manager, David McKee, and Assistant County Manager, Tony Tarnacki, as well as our Sheriff, Ron Freeman. Thank you all for being here today. Our title sponsor today is Northside Hospital. For more than 20 years, Northside has helped shape expectations and outcomes for everyone in our community. Their top-notch level of care expands well beyond the hospital walls, especially into our schools. When we are recognized nationally for our incoming investment in our community, the highest levels of education, the highest levels of education of residents in any community in Georgia, and among the most prosperous communities in the nation, we are experiencing the Northside level of care. Northside Hospital Forsyth is the standard bearer in our community for not just world-class healthcare that we should expect, but also the highest level of quality of life that we expect. It's my honor to introduce Lynn Jackson, the Chief Executive Officer of Northside Hospital Forsyth, for our sponsor remarks.
Good afternoon. Thank you, James. You know, today we're going to embark on a journey to honor the outstanding Teachers of the Year in our Forsyth County school system and bid a fond farewell to a remarkable leader, our retiring school superintendent, Dr. Bearden. You know, I stand before you today not just as the CEO of your community hospital, but as someone who understands the importance of laughter and joy and a good sense of humor, especially in the world of healthcare and education. I believe we should avoid taking ourselves too seriously for fear that we'll miss out on the truly remarkable, memorable, and funny things that happen every day in our work life. Now, I have to confess that as a CEO, I don't get to navigate a smartboard in front of a, classroom or assign homework. Not that I'm complaining really. It seems like it's really hard to be a teacher in this day and time. I read a story recently in the news about the complexity of science projects, and I decided that I'd look up and see what was the winning science project of the year in 2023. Much to my amazement, the first place winner, Caitlin Wong, received $75,000 for finding an efficient way to identify certain exoplanets that orbit very closely around their stars. Previous techniques used to detect these ultra short period planets required an enormous computational power, but they weren't as effective as at identifying these planets. Caitlin conquered that problem by creating an algorithm, a special algorithm that runs on cheap hardware and results in a higher precision, more precision findings. In using her research, she found the smallest planets that were ever discovered. Now, did y'all really understand what I just said? A high school student discovered planets as her science project. I'm embarrassed to tell y'all and share with you today, my science project was building a paper mache volcano that I poured some household chemicals into so I could create a lava flow. Now, having done all my research on the Encyclopedia Britannica, I decided that the big book kind of left out the exciting part of how a volcano actually erupts. So I made my own formula for the eruption, and I added a secret ingredient called a butane lighter. And for about 10 seconds, I had a great science project. However, as many of you may have noted, I said the volcano was made of paper mache, which I had really not taken into consideration fully with my little lighter idea. So my volcano promptly and unceremoniously caught on fire and proceeded to burn down to a pile of ash. So I didn't really get an F on that project because my teacher did say I was creative, but let's just say I was not invited back into the science fair competition ever again, and I had no opportunity to discover a planet. But it seems like the teachers might have had it a little easier back then, right? What must you all be teaching and challenging your students with every academic year if these seniors are discovering planets, or like the second place winner? Now, this is the guy who won second place in the National Science Fair. He used a biocomputational method to understand the causes of heightened contagion in the disease monkeypox. Are you kidding me? Like, really? Again, I created a volcano out of paper mache. But we're talking about some highly advanced education that's spurring a literal tsunami of discovery and innovation. But today, we're not here to talk about my struggles with science. Unbelievable, I became a nurse, right? But we're here to celebrate the incredible men and women who've mastered the art of teaching and managed to survive countless algebraic expressions, geometry proofs, science projects, and the occasional dodgeball game in the gym. To our teachers of the year, you've been voted by your peers as the best teacher in your school. Congratulations to all of you. Absolutely. And today, we're going to get to find out who among you will be recognized as the Teacher of the Year for our entire school system. What a great accomplishment. You're all really the MVPs, the most valuable pedagogies. Now, as a side note, I'm going to say I usually don't try to use big words like that for fear that I'm going to end up like a friend of mine who said that someone recently told her they were going to vacation on an island in the Bahamas. And being very well traveled, she said, "Really? Which island?" And they were trying to remember the name of the island, Eleuthera. But instead, my friend blurted out, "The name of the island is Urethra." I was like, that is no place for a vacation for sure. But no matter what, all of you teachers are excellent linguists, and your ability to keep students engaged and inspired and awake during those after lunch kind of drowsy times, which y'all need to work on that after lunch, is nothing short of miraculous. I've heard you referred to as the educational wizards, transforming bewildered minds into scholars. And I want you to know you're all our heroes, and you're very well revered in the hearts and minds of every person in this room today. We've come to let you know how much we care about you and the important work that you do. And let's not forget the students, the future leaders, scientists, and undoubtedly the inventors of groundbreaking excuses for not getting their homework completed. You're probably convinced that some of these young minds could rival a Nobel laureate in creative storytelling. But in all seriousness, the unique bond between teachers and students is what makes education not only a learning experience, but a journey filled with laughter and growth and the occasional aha moment. Now turning our attention to our retiring school superintendent, Dr. Jeff Bearden, the captain of our educational ship who navigated the stormy seas of a global pandemic, budget constraints, curriculum changes, and the occasional book uprising. Jeff, we may not have appreciated how hard you worked to make every decision, but we certainly have appreciated your leadership and guidance over the last 10 years. Thank you for all you've done. And as our superintendent sets sail into retirement, we thank Jeff for his unwavering dedication, his passion, resilience, and undoubtedly for mastering the delicate art of diplomacy when dealing with parents, students, and staff. Best of luck to you, Jeff. We hope in your retirement that your time is filled with joy and the fulfillment and satisfaction of knowing that you've had a profoundly positive impact on the lives of so many here in Forsyth County. So thank you, Jeff. I'm probably the only person in the room that could get away with that and not get in trouble, but we couldn't let you go without it, Jeff. But I want you to know that being a partner in education in your school system is one of our hospital's greatest and most rewarding relationships. Partnering with us with this institutional education in particular aligns with Northside Hospital's mission to improve healthcare outcomes, support community well-being, and it contributes to the development of future healthcare providers and leaders. Strengths of both of our organizations, together we create a more meaningful impact and foster healthier, more prosperous communities. Our school system has been so fortunate to have many great community partners. Several will be recognized today for their outstanding and creative contributions. But there is one memorable partner who changed the game for all of us, inspired us to do more. The Jim and Peggy Morrow BYOT benefit was created in 2013 to make sure that all students had access to devices and connectivity, no matter their socioeconomic status. By 2022, the BYOT benefit had raised more than, wait for it, $445,000. And during the pandemic, when the schools were forced to close, Forsyth County Schools, due to a generous gift that benefited from the BYOT, more than 7,000 Chromebooks were given out to students who needed them at home. Jim and Peggy were visionaries, philanthropists, and kind-hearted souls who did what they could to make our schools a better place. Tragically, Jim passed away last September, but his beautiful wife, Peggy, is here joining us today. She wants to be a part of this celebration of what's good and right in this world. We want to thank Peggy for your incredible sacrifice for our schools. Peggy, thank you. So in conclusion, let's raise a metaphorical toast to our teachers of the year who continue to inspire and educate our community's bright minds, to our retiring school superintendent, whose leadership has been nothing short of legendary, and to our incredible partners, whose good deeds far exceed our expectations. As we look to the future of education, let's keep in mind that all of you Teachers of the Year are not just about preparing students for the world as it is, but empowering them to shape the world as it could be. Thank you to all of you for your commitment to education, your resilience in the face of never-ending challenges, and for the laughter and joy that you bring to our community. May your future endeavors be as entertaining and fulfilling as a well-executed science project, minus the explosions and fires, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lynn. For the past 10 years, I've had the privilege of serving as superintendent of Forsyth County Schools, certainly the highlight of my professional career. There are so very many important community leaders who have helped me along the way. Many of you are in this room right now. But Lynn Jackson, you are certainly one of those leaders. You have been a champion and a tremendous partner for Forsyth County Schools. I have such great admiration and respect for you. I'd like to read your scripts in advance in the future. But I simply wanted to take a moment to publicly thank you for your leadership, your support, and your incredible friendship. Thank you very much. We are honored to have many dedicated partners in education working within our schools. Our first Partner in Education award is the Mentor of the Year. I would like to invite John Asbell to present on behalf of Georgia Power. John.
I know this is not the first time y'all have heard this, but wow, what a hard act to follow. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here today. It's an honor. Unfortunately, as the newly appointed area manager for Georgia Power for Forsyth County, I have not had the time that you've had to pour into and receive the relationship, the giving, the leadership, and the commitment of Dr. Bearden, but it's an honor to be here. It really is on such a special event. My predecessors, Jeff Butterworth, Jeff Petrie, they all asked me to say congratulations and thank you for the partnership over the years and all that you've done. Thank you. There are a few roles in a student's life, in a student's career, that can have the impact of that of a mentor. It can influence not only the direction that they take, but indeed their legacy, their family's legacy, and our very own legacy as a community. Georgia Power is proud to be a part of the Career Mentoring Network here in the Forsyth County school systems. Last year alone, we had the opportunity to come alongside 2,500 of your students in over 78 classrooms. Since 2017 or 2019, we've been able to touch and guide and mentor over 17,000 students through our STEM-based Learning Power program. So it's indeed an honor to be a part of your county and your students' lives. Forsyth County Schools is fortunate to have over 300 outstanding mentors in each of its schools. This year's winner currently mentors 4 students in 3 different schools. The counselor who nominated him for this award said, "He is someone who always sees the good in everybody and is always open to new opportunities to help others. He is a consistent presence in his mentees' lives and is always willing to fill a need." Please join me in congratulating Jeff Cooney as the 2024 Mentor of the Year.
Next up, please welcome Ken Shanowski from Georgia United Credit Union to present our Partner and Education Award, Friend of the School. Ken?
So good afternoon, and it's always great to be in this amazing room of educators. Dr. Beard and I have served alongside each other for the past 10 years, and I have already spoken to him on a personal level. I was just a change in program here. Unfortunately, the orchestra had to leave, so Ryan Gosling and I will not be able to perform I'm Just Ken for him. Finally, my name has come back to prominence, so we'll just go on with the awards. Okay. You're probably for the best that way. All right. A friend of the school is a partner that is involved in a specific event or activity. A friend of the school can be a variety of partner entities, from a family to a nonprofit organization to a worldwide business. This year's winner goes above and beyond to ensure all our school communities are safe and healthy. For the past 15 years, they have offered a no-cost flu vaccination clinic to all FCS students. They also offer extended evening hours to Saturday vaccine clinics to accommodate all our working families. Please join me in congratulating the Forsyth County Health Department, the 2024 Friend of the School.
Please welcome Dr. Ken Crow from the University of North Georgia to present our next Partner in Education Award, the Volunteer of the Year. Ken?
It's really an honor for me to be here. And I also want to express my thanks to Dr. Bearden. I was new in a role coming down to the Cumming campus, and he was one of the first persons I reached out to. And he just made me feel so at home, and really wanted to know how Forsyth County Schools could help UNG, and y'all have been a great partner, so thank you. And at UNG, you know, we are really co-laborers with y'all along this magical journey of instilling a love in every student, a love for learning, no matter what their ability is, no matter the age or their circumstance. You know, I know I'm preaching to the choir, and some of y'all may not know what that phrase means, but if you were raised in the South, you know what that phrase means. So when I talk about dedication to student success, we at UNG are delighted to be your partner. In this endeavor, at our table today, we have representatives from both our Cumming campus and the College of Ed, and we'd love to talk to you about any ways that we can help you to get more credentials, more information on how you can better serve your students in the classroom. So now, without further ado, let me talk about the Volunteer of the Year Award. The hundreds of individuals who volunteer daily in the Forsyth County Schools are essential partners in education. Today, we will honor one of those very special volunteers. In addition to financial donations, countless hours at Kelly Mill Elementary and New Hope Elementary by spending time in special education classrooms and mentoring multiple students. He is also willing to volunteer at any school event by donating his time and energy and sharing his karate skills, motivation, and importance of positive self-talk. Congratulations to Tomas Baez, the 2024 Volunteer of the Year Award winner.
And now, if you didn't get enough of her already, please welcome back Lynn Jackson, and joined by Carolyn Booker from Northside Forsyth Hospital to present the Silver and Gold Programs of the Year awards.
All right, a Silver Lever partner participates in at least 2 of the 4 areas of partnership success, which include improving academic performance, providing for educator support, morale, and also enriching the life experience for students and growing career opportunities. We're excited today to get to recognize 2 Silver Level program participants. The first recipient provides a financial donation quarterly to the Chattahoochee Elementary School from their Business Roundup program, which has been used for a variety of projects ranging from writing journals for all the 5th grade students, monitors, color printers, and color ink for the staff. And in addition to that donation, they donate supplies for the care closet for families in need and treats for the teacher treasure box, while also volunteering at school events. The second award recipient is a family-owned farm that invests in Chestatee Elementary by providing support for the students and the teachers and the staff in a whole variety of ways. They hosted a family night for families, all the families in the school, at no cost. They provided field trips. They volunteer in the car line and in the classrooms and at all school events. And they even provided, check this out, Reuben the pig for the principal to kiss as an incentive for meeting the school's fundraising goal. So join me in congratulating Office Max, Office Depot, and Warbington Farms as the 2024 Silver Program Award winners.
As with the Silver Partnership Award, the Gold Level Partnership is a 2-way relationship. However, it requires an even greater commitment by the business community partner. Today's winner is an invaluable partner at his alma mater, South Forsyth High. The owner's financial contribution and involvement in school activities have enhanced the high school experience for the students. He has also been an integral part of the district's Ghost Out events and a sponsor for the Forsyth County Education Foundation and New Educator Orientation. Please join me in saluting Evan Profeta, State Farm Insurance, as the 2024 Gold Program of the Year.
Congratulations and thank you to all of our award winners. What an awesome group of partners in education. Please, one more round of applause for all of our partners. At this time, I'd like to ask for all of our teachers of the year to please proceed to the front of the room and line up for the awards presentation, just like you would tell your class. Straight lines, no talking. You're already ignoring that one. We'll give them a moment. Okay, some of you are earning dojo points. That's great. At this time, please join me in welcoming Steve Cooper, Chairman of the Forsyth County Chamber. Steve?
Thank you, Dr. Bearden. My name is Steve Cooper, and I'm the chairman for the Forsyth County Chamber. As James McCoy previously mentioned, the chamber helps businesses to thrive, and we also encourage them to form partnerships with the school district. The Don Hendricks Partnership Award is awarded to a partner who best exemplifies the mission of the program and demonstrates loyalty to the school district and community. It's the highest honor that a partner in education can receive. It is my pleasure to introduce Barbara Hendricks, Susan Saunders, and Addison Austin to award the 2024 Don Hendricks Partnership Award.
This award was established in 2002 after the passing of my dad, a longtime member of the Board of Education. Dad lived a life of service to the community, and like those we are honoring here today, he believed in Forsyth County Schools and its quest for a thriving, connected community for all. This year's recipient has been making a splash in Forsyth County Schools since the owner was a student at Midway Elementary. Since opening this business has been involved in our schools through sponsorships, donations, discounts, and in-kind contributions at both the school and the district level. They have also served on multiple committees and advisory groups, including local school councils, superintendent's advisory, and the FOCAL Center. This local small business was instrumental in starting the hospitality and design pathway at Alliance Academy of Innovation. They're always willing to provide time and support for our schools. The impact they have made on Forsyth County Schools is lasting, and for their efforts, we honor Brandywine Printing as the 2024 recipient of the Don Hendricks Partnership Award.
Congratulations, Derek. I now have the honor and pleasure of introducing our current Forsyth County Teacher of the Year, Morgan O'Leary. Morgan is an incredible first grade teacher at New Hope Elementary. I've had the opportunity to observe her teaching on many occasions. She emphasizes the importance of connection and compassion in her classroom. Morgan, thank you for serving as our 2023 Teacher of the Year. Morgan O'Leary.
On behalf of our teachers and school district, I would like to thank the event sponsors and those listed in the program for their generous contributions to our teacher gifts. I also want to recognize Andine Chevrolet, who provides the Teacher of the Year a new car lease. I have loved driving my Chevy Equinox. It was a huge upgrade for me from my 150,000-mile Toyota Corolla. So thank you so much. Teachers, when I call your name, please come to the stage to be recognized and receive your award. Please hold your applause until I call all names. Please join me in congratulating these excellent 2023-2024 Forsyth County Schools Teacher of the Years. Big Creek Elementary, Dana Ramsey. Brandywine Elementary, Jennifer Smith. Brookwood Elementary, Mary Watson. Chattahoochee Elementary, Christy Burns. Chestatee Elementary, Amanda Pruitt. Coal Mountain Elementary, Carrie Hayes. Cumming Elementary, Emily Sims. Daves Creek Elementary, Jody Brycely. Haw Creek Elementary, Kaylee Blaylock. Johns Creek Elementary, Dawn Chandler. Kelly Mill Elementary, Melissa Goldsberry. Mashburn Elementary, Susan Bartig Oliver. Matt Elementary, Dara Blaylock. Midway Elementary, Tiffany Love. New Hope Elementary, Alex Marbit. Pools Mill Elementary, Christina Hart. Sawney Elementary, Jessica Moulter. Settles Bridge Elementary, Michelle Doniphan. Sharon Elementary, Stephanie Kleinhens. Shiloh Point Elementary, Beth Lowry. Silver City Elementary, Julie Sy. Vickery Creek Elementary, Tina Kersey. Whitlow Elementary, Suzette Harris. DeSana Middle, Jennifer Schuster. Hendricks Middle, Kyle Polano. Lakeside Middle, Dawn James. Liberty Middle, Becca Cowart. Little Mill Middle, Whitney Strickland. North Forsyth Middle, Jason Landers. Otwell Middle, Leanna Ford. Piney Grove Middle, Jennifer Fisher. Riverwatch Middle, Gayla Dorr. South Forsyth Middle, Owen Carrick. Vickery Creek Middle, Aaron Abramson. Alliance Academy for Innovation, Lauren Nickel. Denmark High, Andrea Whitlock. East Forsyth High, Justin Hodges. Forsyth Central High, Jennifer Bushell. Lambert High, Curtis Mater. North Forsyth High, Mary Ewing. South Forsyth High, Kelsey Fusco. West Forsyth High, Sarah Henderson. Please join me in congratulating our Teachers of the Year. Now we will honor our 5 finalists by sharing a short video about each one and inviting them to the stage. Would the finalists please join me on stage when I call your name? You may return to your seats after receiving your award. Jennifer Smith from Brandywine Elementary.
My full name is Miles McDearman. It's interesting, and it has that picture, so I can know about my friend Marshall.
I teach because I was taught to love education. I loved going to school from the very beginning. I can look back and look at writings from when I was in the 5th grade, speaking highly of my teacher, Mrs. Reeves, and how I was going to grow up and teach also. I learned at a very young age that education is a very empowering career choice, and I get to come into a classroom every day and lead with love and also live my passion every single day.
Dawn Chandler from Johns Creek Elementary.
That she loves us. She takes care of us.
I teach because I am very passionate about children. Just when I was growing up, I just saw how my grandmother and my mom, they just always taught kids just in general. So they kind of rubbed off on me, and it became my passion.
Dawn James from Lakeside Middle.
There's like a lot of like special things about her class. She makes the class fun. She gives out like prizes if the class gets the highest average. So she'll give us like loads of drinks and everything. And then overall, she's like a fun teacher.
I teach because I have a passion to reach the hearts and minds of children. I want to know what makes them think, what drives them, what makes them curious. And I want to be part of their unfolding story.
Christina Hart from Pools Mill Elementary.
Ms. Hart's a special teacher because she doesn't just make things where it's supposed to just be learned. She makes it more fun and exciting for us to want to come to music. She wants us to come to music, and it makes it fun for us.
I teach for the students. I love teaching music. I love being able to see the students create and learn how to express themselves through music. And I love the fact that students might not have that experience before they come to school. I don't expect my students to leave wanting to be professional musicians. I want them to be able to experience music. I want them to be able to love music and hopefully be a patron of the arts when they're older, able to understand what music does to your heart. So.
Kelsey Fusco from South Forsyth High.
Miss Fusco is the type of teacher that like truly loves what she's doing. When you walk into her class, like even before you meet her, based off just her room, you know that she is like an incredible person. She's a lot of fun, and she goes out of her way to make sure that everyone is learning at whatever pace they need to be learning at.
I teach for the aha moments.
when the kids make connections between my class content and the real world. And they go to a doctor's appointment and they're sitting there and they understand what the doctor is saying to them because their medical terminology is there. When I get an email from a kid and they're like, I started my internship at the CDC today and it's because of your epidemiology class, or I have like 4 or 5 kids in med school right now that I did something to help guide them in that direction because of what I did in class, just like sparked their aha moment of this is what I want to do. That's totally what I teach.
Please join me in congratulating all of our 5 Teacher of the Year finalists. I would like to introduce Darla Light, Chairperson of the Board of Education, for the announcement of the 2024 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year.
I get to do the best part. It's truly an honor for me to introduce Forsyth County's 2024 Teacher of the Year. I'm also retiring at the end of the year, so this will be my last celebration of excellence, at least on the stage. As a Forsyth County lifelong resident and graduate of Forsyth County High School, serving this community has been such an honor and an amazing experience, and I look forward to my 6 grandchildren thriving in our schools. I'm now going to share an excerpt from our 2024 Teacher of the Year's application essay. She's going to know who it is when I do this, isn't she? 35 years ago, the last place I wanted to be was in a classroom for a career after years of being the student who was bullied by classmates, who was talked about by teachers, and who was left to negotiate the widening cracks in an educational system that did not help me when I could not or did not know how to help myself. I was exhausted, humiliated, and homeless. I've lived a big story, and that is why I bring to the classroom as a teacher my story and my ability to be the change I wished for all those years ago. Please join me in congratulating Dawn James from Lakeside Middle School, the 2024 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year. Now Dawn's going to share a few words with us.
I'm going to share with you a quote that my husband shared with me a couple days ago, and it's so fitting for this moment. In the words of Ashley Montagu, sometimes the moments of happiness we enjoy take us by surprise. It's not that we seize them, but they seize us. And this is definitely one of those moments. Thank you. Thank you to everyone here today for joining us in celebrating Forsyth County teachers. I stand before you today deeply humbled and incredibly grateful to be receiving this honor of Teacher of the Year. I dedicate this award to my fellow finalists and to every teacher who has ever walked in a classroom with a heart full of hope, a mind full of dreams, and a passion to make a difference. You are all Teachers of the Year. Thank you to Dr. Bearden and our board members for their unwavering leadership as stewards of our school system and for guiding us through the challenges of recent years as the landscape of education has shifted and changed. Your commitments to excellence and dedication to student success are the driving forces behind our efforts to shape the future of education. I also want to give my deepest gratitude to my fellow teachers, administrators, and support staff who have supported me along this journey. Teaching is not a solitary endeavor. It thrives on collaboration, shared knowledge, and camaraderie. And I am truly fortunate to be surrounded by such an incredible community of educators who continually challenge and inspire me to be my best personally and professionally. Thank you to Dr. Thompson, sitting right over there. You've been a guiding light, particularly in the more recent years. You've instilled in teachers a belief that the opposite of uncertainty is not certainty, it's presence. Thank you for being the model of presence for our school. Thank you to my amazing Georgia Studies team, sitting right over there, and my dear friends here with me today for your love and support on the daily. And thank you to my wonderful and supportive family for always encouraging me to be the teacher who is not afraid of change or challenge, for understanding the long hours, and for appreciating the impact that the students have made in my life. When I think of my career as a teacher, I still have moments, well, I'm in disbelief right now. I still have moments of disbelief that I found my calling in the classroom. You see, my history as a student was much different than most students experience. As a child, I faced struggles and hardships not confronted by many of my peers. If I had to condense my childhood down to just 3 words, this is what I remember: homelessness, hunger, and hopelessness. Those are heavy words and burdens to carry even as an adult. I had these burdens with me most days growing up, and I always hoped school would be my refuge, my bridge over these hardships. For 2/3 of my education, it was not. Having attended at least a dozen schools before the age of 15, I never really found a place to belong. Heavy glares would fall upon me every time I entered a new school, leaving me feeling less than my peers. The teachers just passed by, they asked no questions, and I had to give no answers, and my grades were a series of highs and lows. I did my best to stay under the radar of attention for fear that the depth of my circumstances might stigmatize me further. I was on a path to be another dismal statistic. But then in 10th grade, a mentor, a teacher, entered my life. His name is Sergeant McRae. He encouraged me to join the junior ROTC program, and little did I expect how much that would change my life so significantly. I finally found in school my champion, the one who believed I could be so much more than my circumstances, the one who guided me through my final years of high school and toward a path to success. Why do I share this story? Because Sergeant McRae and the many teachers like him matter. Teachers who care matter. They are the change makers, the inspirationalists, the catalysts that ignite our hopes and dreams. Teachers who care can transform our perspective of ourselves and of others, and they champion students through the trials of learning and growing, letting them know you matter. And when a student feels valued and heard, they are ready to value and hear in return. Some days it's very hard to be a champion to so many. The challenges of giving so much efforts as teachers can be exhausting, sometimes disheartening, leaving us wondering if we're really making a difference. Know that you are. It's easy to lose hope and focus when things get tough, and sometimes we wonder if we are in the right place doing the right thing. We look for reminders that our presence is more than the sum of our test scores and our bad days. We question how and if we can raise achievement, and when a student's self-esteem is so low. But even when it feels like everything is out of our control, we can still control what we pay attention to. And if we pay attention to our students, first and foremost, they will always remind us that we are so much more than just a teacher. As one of my former students, Emily M., wrote, "You saw something in my former self, and I cannot thank you enough for being so kind and teaching me not only academics, but making me believe that I am important." Throughout the year, I've been supported and celebrated by so many people, but none more so than my students. They're so interested in the process and hearing about what's next. And as I was preparing my comments for today, I wanted to share this moment with my students in some way. Since I could not bring them all with me here, I brought their voices along to share with each of you. I asked my students to tell me in their words what makes a teacher so impactful, so memorable. And I received 72 responses. And I realized while I was reading that I held in my hand a manuscript for how to connect with students. The students had given me, in all their words, the playbook for student success. There was a consistent theme woven through all of their answers. Can you guess what most students shared were the most important characteristics of a memorable teacher? Kindness, patience, and relationships. Their comments reminded me of a TED Talk by Rita Pierson, wherein she plain as day said, kids don't learn from teachers they don't like. So just how do we build this magical relationship between students and teachers? Well, don't be afraid to apologize or say you don't know. Don't be afraid to share your uncertainties. And don't be afraid to venture the question, how are you doing? Don't be afraid to ask for your students' opinions or afraid to ask a question that delivers an answer to which you don't know how to respond. Kids need to see our vulnerabilities if they're going to believe in our abilities. So what else do my students have to say? Emma C. shared that one quality of a great teacher is patience. When a teacher shows that they have time for your needs and are willing to do whatever is needed to help you learn, it makes you feel cared for and important. And Sanvi K., well, she voiced that she really likes teachers who show care by getting to know students. Ashritha D. said that she is motivated and inspired by teachers who practice inclusivity, kindness, and generosity. Listen to your students. They will always tell you what they need. I need a teacher who is really friendly, wrote Shrihan B., while Vamika wrote, I need a teacher who is passionate, considerate, and understanding. And finally, I need a teacher who just brings some fun to the classroom, wrote Hansika. Their responses reminded me time and again why I and so many others teach. Our role in their lives is not just to instruct content, but more importantly, we're here to encourage others, to give hugs, to wipe tears, to listen to stories, and also to teach a little content. We are here to guide our students forward in life and help them reveal the possibilities that can be. And through empathy, lessons on resilience and compassion, and seeing the student as a person first, we have the awesome power to show students that they are the most important reason that we are here. And when we make that connection with our students, their hearts and minds open and learning can begin. May we all always remember that as teachers, we offer beacons of hope so that our children can become the architects of their dreams. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dawn, and thank you for those words of wisdom from our students. As I say to our staff all the time, we are a people business. We are a relationship business. And one of my favorite quotes that I share with new educators every single school year, and Dawn alluded to this, kids will not care how much you know until they know how much you care. Kids will not care how much you know until they know how much you care. Dawn cares, and that's why she's standing here today. For the 9th year, we are excited to provide to our Forsyth County Teacher of the Year a new car lease from our longtime partner, Andine Chevrolet. Please allow me to introduce Mr. Joseph Otwell. Joseph?
We are grateful to be here today to celebrate the excellence of our education system. Thank you to the Board of Education and especially to Dr. Bearden for your commitment to our school system, and we wish you all the best. Again, my name is Joseph Otwell, and I am a Forsyth County native, attending Forsyth County schools all my life, including Coal Mountain, Chattahoochee, North Forsyth Middle, and North Forsyth High School. In preparing for this speech, I couldn't help but remember the most impactful teacher of my life in the school system. And I'm sure we all have that one teacher that made an impact on our life or on our impact and that we appreciate even more as adults. The most impactful teacher in my life was Mr. Cole from North Forsyth High School. He challenged his students to think outside the box and to problem solve on their own. The skills he taught me go farther than just the classroom knowledge, and I still use these skills today. Teachers, your impact goes farther than just one school year, and you will always be remembered in the life of your students. Today, I stand before you to celebrate and appreciate not just one exceptional educator, but to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all dedicated teachers on the impact they have on our lives and our communities. Teaching is not just a profession for them, it's a mission to nurture the minds of the next generation. In our ever-changing world, the teachers are the ones who adapt and innovate. They embrace new technologies, teaching methods, and curriculum changes to ensure that they meet the needs of every student. In a recent conversation with a Forsyth County elementary teacher, it became clear to me that this is truly the case. She was talking about new teaching methods, schedules, and how she's constantly evaluating and adapting her teaching to do what's best for the students. Our teachers are not just educators, they are mentors and role models, and they don't just teach math, science, or literature. They teach resilience, empathy, and critical thinking. They provide a safe haven where students can explore their interests, discover their passions, and learn from their mistakes. So how can we truly show our appreciation for these remarkable individuals? We thank you, teachers, for all that you do and all that you are to our students in the county. Thank you for your care and selflessness. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence, and may your passion for teaching continue to shine brightly in hearts and minds of all you teach. So on behalf of the Otwell family and Andine Chevrolet, thank you for allowing us to partner with the school system all these years. And now I have the honor to present Mrs. James, the 2024 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year, with this new Chevrolet Trax. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. That brings to close our 2024 Celebration of Excellence. Many of you have heard me say before that the best schools and the best school systems are the ones where home, school, and community work together as partners. I can't think of any other school district that is more blessed than ours. Thank you for attending today. Thank you for providing the resources and support. Our school system is successful because of each and every one of you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you once again.